Okay, in this video we're going to do simplifying roots. In particular, square roots, okay? And so we're going to try to simplify these. And there's going to be a process, okay, where we'll learn different ways and we'll also use the calculator. In this case, we're using the TI-36X Pro. You could also use the TI-30X Plus or Pro. Okay, so square root of 36. This one is pretty straightforward because we've seen this before. This is just 6, but how does it become 6? Well, it turns out that 36 can be made of the square root of 6 times 6. And this is really 6 squared, square root. There is an index, okay? And that index is a 2. So what we can do is, it's going to be 6 squared, right? But this index will be down here. That's the process. And then 2 divided by 2 is 1. And it gives you 6. That's a lot of steps to get this answer. And to use your calculator, we take anything that's in blue on the keys, we got to hit second. So second x squared to give you the square root, 36, enter. It gives you 6 as an answer. One thing is good to know is your squares from 0. 0 squared is 0. 1 squared is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe even 7. And if you want 8 and 9, wow. So 2 squared, right, is 4. 3 squared is 9. 4 squared is 16. Yes, it's a lot to remember. 5 squared is 25, but if you use them many times, you'll memorize them. 6 squared is 36. 7 squared is 42. 8 squared is 64. And 9 squared is 81. These values here are very important. So we can do these simplifying roots. That's one way, okay? But here in 24, can you think of one of these numbers that is built into 24? Now you can say, well, 12 times 2, right? Sure. The only thing is 12, you can't take the square root of 12 very nicely, or 2. But we probably know that 4 goes into 24. Don't know? We can say 24 divided by 4. It gives you 6. So 4 times 6 will go into it. All right? And then you can say to yourself, well, I can separate these. Square root of 4, square root of 6. What's the square root of 4? 2, square root of 6. All right? Now, can your calculator do that? Yes. Second, square root, 24, enter, 2 square root of 6. All right? Now, that's this process of, can one of these go in here, is somewhat a process that's not really clear. So a lot of the times when we have something like 168, instead of using these, we use the prime numbers, prime factorization. And these factors, these prime numbers, can help us break down 168 into factors. So 2 is a prime number, so it's 3, not 4, because 2 goes into 4. So prime numbers are numbers that go into themselves, or 1, starting at 2, which is the only even number in this list. So 2 and 3, 4 is not a prime number because 2 goes into 4. 5 is, because 5 goes into 5 once, and 5 divided by 1. All of them go into 1, of course. And then not 6, but 7 is, not 8, not 9, not 10, but 11, not 12, but 13, and so forth. These are all the prime numbers. These prime numbers we can break down, these what they call composite numbers, because we do know that 2 goes into 168. So 168 can be broken down, and there's different ways. There's like these sticks or this upside down kind of like division. So I take 2. 2 goes into 168. 168 divided by 2 is 84. I know 2 will go into 84 because there's a 4 there. Okay, 42. And then I know 42 divided by 2 again will be 21. And I know 3 goes into 21 7 times. And then 7 is a prime number. All right. So doing breaking the number into prime factorizations, you can now see if we find any pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And sure enough, 2 times 2 gives us 4. And 2 times 3 is going to give us 6. And 6 times 7 is what? 42, right? Because there are no other pairs. There's no other 2 to make another 4. And there's not another 3 to make a 9. Or there's not another 7 to make a 49. So here we go square root of 4, square root of 42. Square root of 4 is 2, square root of 42. Square root of 4 easily goes into 2. Now, if you take square root right of 168 and you enter, it will reduce it for you. The root will be simplified. Now, this right here, 168 being 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 7. Is there a faster way in your calculator? There is. So if you put 168 and then you click on math and then you go down here on P factor, enter, and then enter again, there it is. 2 to the third times 3 times 7, which is a faster way of doing this prime factorization. One other thing also, let's say they told you, simplify 2 square root of 6 and then find, an approximation, right? You could always say 2 times the square root of 6, enter, and you can see that it doesn't give you the approximation. But if you go here, no, don't go there. Do this. This should work. 2 times the square root of 6 and then put a period. Enter. There you go. It's 4.8989. Okay. So I don't think, we can look at this. Let's enter this, right? And then go second fraction to decimal. I don't think it works. No, it doesn't. So one way is to put a period on there. And if you have another way of doing it, please tell us. Put it in the comments. Please subscribe. Please tell your friends that these videos are here. There's a bunch more videos in this channel. I would appreciate you using it more and telling your friends. All right, I'll be seeing you later. Bye-bye.